This is now loading for the week of July 22nd, 2013, bringing you up-to-date release information and news from the video game industry. Launching this week, a new Cyberpunk RPG is making its way to the Xbox Live Arcade after launching on the PC a few months back. Mars Warlogs chronicles the struggle of powerful guilds who have colonized Mars in the future. Void of any true governmental body, these guilds are left to battle it out for valuable resources on the Red Planet. You will play the role of Roy Temperance, an escaped prisoner of war who finds himself caught in the middle of a struggle between two of the most powerful factions. These groups won't be your only problem though, as Mars is also inhabited by a variety of volatile creatures created by the planet's radioactive environment. Previously known as Stealth Bastard, Stealth Inc., A Clone in the Dark, hits the PS3 and Vita this week with full cross-buy functionality. That means that with one single purchase on the PlayStation Network, you get both versions of the game. This puzzle platformer puts you in control of a clone test subject of PTI Industries as you attempt to escape the massive testing facility. You will need to hack, leap, and lurk your way past various security systems meant to keep you imprisoned in the lab. The game features more than 80 levels spanning a variety of worlds, which should keep you busy for a while whether you are playing at home or on the go. From developer Jordan Wiseman and Harebrained Studios, the classic cyberpunk fantasy Shadowrun is returning to something more akin to its original form in Shadowrun Returns. Wiseman began working on the project way back in 2007, but couldn't do anything official for the franchise due to Microsoft holding the rights to the Shadowrun name. Plus, they released their own title on the Xbox 360 that year. Thanks to a wildly successful Kickstarter campaign last year, Wiseman and his crew acquired the money they needed for the rights and are ready to deliver a true-to-form Shadowrun experience. Launching this week on the PC, but also headed to Mac, Linux, and tablet platforms at a later date, this adventure is set in Seattle and Berlin and weaves a graphically rich 2D turn-based adventure with deep story that ties into the original games. In celebration of the 15th anniversary of the Hot Shot series, one of my favorite Vita games is getting the upgrade treatment as Sony is releasing Hot Shot Golf's World Invitational on the PlayStation 3. The game, which was one of the Vita's launch titles, is one of the best installments in the cartoony golf series, and this version is bigger and better than ever. Available through the PlayStation Network, World Invitational includes higher resolution visuals, full support for the PlayStation Move controller, and, best of all, if you own the Vita version and any of its downloadable content, it will all be available to you via cross-buy support. You know the drill. If there's a new kids movie hitting theaters, there's a new video game tie-in to be released. So this week we have the Smurfs 2 hitting pretty much every platform imaginable, from the Xbox 360 all the way down to the Nintendo DS. The game throws players right into the midst of a virtual Smurf village and has them reliving key parts of the film, which hits theaters next week. Plus, for die-hard fans of the Little Blue Guys, there are even interactive storybooks and minigames included to extend the experience. On the news front, something tells me that Rovio won't be content until their massively successful Angry Birds franchise takes over the entire world. The developer, along with publishing giant Activision, have announced plans to port the most recent and wildly successful version of the game, Angry Birds Star Wars, to pretty much every console imaginable. The game is hitting the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Vita, Wii, Wii U, and Nintendo 3DS later this year. This enhanced version of the game features higher definition visuals plus a variety of new stages and chapters. This is, of course, all in addition to the 200 some odd levels already present in the mobile version of the game. Additional features such as cooperative and competitive multiplayer are also going to be included in this release. Angry Birds Star Wars is scheduled to land in stores on October 29th of this year. As always, for more information on all these games and much more, make sure you head on over to GamingNexus.com.